Okay, Highball with the Devil. So in this video I'm going to be focusing on a live performance of this track. In particular the one from Frog Brigade Vic Theater 2003. And I'm doing that because this song played live has a couple of things that the album version doesn't that I think are kind of cool, such as I will not be breaking down the Vic Theater performance in its entirety because, especially like after the drum solo intermission, things get very, very wild. A lot of just kind of all over the place stuff. But yeah, here we go. Okay, so we're going to start out with what I'm going to call the main riff, and that's going to go like this. Alright, let's slow that down a bit. Alright, so we have this chord here at D14, G13, and so when you're plucking that, it's not a bad idea to have your thumb resting against the A string, but also touching the E string, just so that those are not ringing out, because if you don't do that, then this might happen. You can hear the strings ringing out there. Okay, so we have... And then pluck G13, kind of softly, not super hard there. And then do a left hand tap, hammer on onto D15. So next pluck G13 again, but then hammer on to G15. Okay. Then another G13 to D15. And then another G13 pluck, hammer on to D14. And then keep that chord pluck going. So in total we have So this main riff has a fill in it, which is going to show up again later during the verses, and that fill goes like this. So we have the G13 pluck, hammer on to G15, G13 pluck again, hammer on to D15, and then do all of that twice. And then G13 pluck again, hammer onto the D14. Alright, so transitioning into the verse riff, we have a fill here, which is going to go like... So yeah, we have the main riff fill. Only we're going to keep that going. And then on the E string, we're going to slide way up here. I think in this performance it's to E20. And then do 4 quick notes there. and then slide down. So when you play those 4 notes quickly, what I do is triplet and then pluck with the middle finger, so like... Okay? And that same sort of thing is going to show up in the verse riff, which is actually up next. Alright, so we're going to start out at E12. Okay? And then A12, pull off to 11. E12 again. And slide down with that, so... Okay, so once again, E12, A12, pull off to 11, E13, slide down, and then quickly slide up to E12. Okay, and then E12 again, after that slide up to E12, E14, 4 quick notes, and then E15, 4 quick notes, and then slide down with that. Alright, so the first lyrics are going to come in. Came to conquer what he could. And during the lyrics, just be plucking our chord here. And so in the verses, but during the kind of break or pause in the lyrics, we're going to do the fill of the main riff. And after put the sparkle in his eye, we're going to do an E string slide here. Alright, and then so going into the second verse, we have a fill here, which is going to go like this. To slow that down. Alright, so we have this sort of triplet thing from A14 to 15 and 17. And then another A17 afterward. Okay, same thing on the D string. And then G18, 14, and then D15, 13. Alright, and then after left the seat too soon, haha, we have this fill here. So that's just our D14 and G13 here. And then open G, open D. Okay, and then we have a fill here, which is just a strum at DG2, and then slide up. At least that's what it looks like, DG2. It might be D2G1, which would just be our same chord here, an octave down. Alright, and then right after that fill, we're going to continue with the verse riff, only it's a little different now. And the difference is, instead of plucking the A12 pull off to 11, instead of doing that in the verse riff, we're going to form this chord here at A12, DG14, and then strum that down and slide down a fret. So that's going to be more like... Alrighty, and then we have another fill, and that's going to go like this. Alright, so we have that same sort of thing from earlier, back during the... Only it's up here, starting at A17, and then 1820. Okay, and then on the D string at 19, with a 2022. And then G23, G19, D22. Alright, and then we have E up, and then with a drum fill, and then we are into the bridge. Alright, to start out in the bridge, we have our main riff. Only that's gonna be up 2 frets. And instead of doing a plucking, instead we're going to be strumming that. So the strumming here is just going to be, and when you're strumming the chord here, I would use your ring finger to mute the A string, just so you don't hit that. So yeah, this can be a little tricky, especially during the, but with your strums there, just be hitting the G15, just the G string. Try to, avoid hitting the D string when you're strumming that. So then we're going to take that back down 2 frets. So. But it's not just like an immediate jump down 2 frets, there's sort of a transition, and that's going to go like this. So yeah, after a, we're just going to keep strumming the, but then take it down a fret for a, and then start it at, the original main riff spot. And then we're going to take it down lower and start doing this thing here. Alright, so we got this chord here at A7, D6, G7. Our Groundhog's Day chord shape. Okay, and then with your left thumb, wrap that around the neck to touch the E string to mute that. And then we're just going to be doing some simple up-down strumming. But then scattered throughout are some open E slaps. And he kind of does that improvised freestyle across the various performances of this. So, some different patterns you could do might be like this. Okay, and then throughout this we're going to take that chord up to 9 and 10. Same chord shape, same, muting with the E string there. And then 2 strums of that, and then down a fret, and then back down to, okay, so like, and then other times, more rarely than, we'll take it down to 4 and 5 for a strum. And then a second strum slide up back to, so that's going to be kind of like this. And sometimes in the live performances of this song, he'll take that chord up an octave. Alrighty, so after the drum solo jam bit, and after the completely insane, all over the place bass shenanigans that happen afterward, which I'm not going to break down here, we're back into the chorus. So more of the chorus lyrics and the verse riff, and then after the yup, another one of those, we're just gonna close the song off with a, so just that chord from the bridge, just 1 strum of that, slide down, and yeah, that's about it. Highball with the devil.